Saturday, February 7th, and we have a fantastic slate of games in the NBA, and we're here to break them down. We are going to be going over not 4, not 5, not even 6, but 7 different player props in this video. We're building a perfectly crafted 4-man, a perfectly crafted 3-man, and then we are going to go over to the sportsbooks, and we're going to talk about the sportsbook play of the day. Who's going to win, who's going to lose, the unders, the overs, all of that right here in this video. And if and when that play cashes on the sports books, one of you watching will be able to take all of the profits home with you. Just make sure you're paying attention, make sure you're locking in, and get ready to go bananas.
Sub to the channel, we drop picks on the daily, dropping knowledge every day, and you don't have to pay me, we just keep stacking wins while the rest moving lazy.
Before we get rocking and rolling and breaking down all the free plays we have in store for you in this video, and we do have a ton, make sure you're going on ahead and liking the video, because 100 likes on this video, and one of you that likes and comments below will win all the profits from the sportsbook play of the day if and when it cashes. Yesterday's play, absolutely garbage. We had the Knicks on the money line, and then the whole team decided to sit. I even sent out a message over here on Winible, like, guys, listen, we were too soon. Things changed. All the line movement, I am no longer on the Knicks, but it was a little bit too late to back out, especially for all you guys watching the video. So I am sorry about what happened with the Knicks money line. We are going to correct that error in this video. So go on ahead, like the video so you can get all the profits from that play. And if you're new here, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I hand out free bangers every single day. We got a special video for you guys in the NBA for Saturday. Huge game on Sunday, the Super Bowl. It's finally here, but we're not there yet. We still have Saturday. Beautiful day in the NBA. We're going to talk about 7 different player props in this one. And if you want to lock in all of these plays for absolutely free, go on down below. My buddy Stan's down there. He's hanging out. He's a great guy, and he'll be able to send you over so you can lock in these plays and not come out of pocket at all. And this is exactly where he's going to send you, where you can get more bonus free plays, a great Discord community, and cheat sheets in the NBA or whatever's on the slate that day over there at that big, beautiful golden W right there. It says VIP picks. There's a premium plan as well, but there's tons in the free plan that we have to offer. So get on over there, join the team, and get all of that stuff and more every single day. And if you want to lock in these plays in for free, there's tons of options for you. You can use code FFAPE on Sleeper, code APE on Chalkboard, code FFAPE on Betr. You get free money without even depositing. 20 on Sleeper, 20 on Chalkboard, and 10 on Betr. And then Prizepicks, the one I recommend for this play, and it's legal in New York now. I'm not going to say that in every video, but I'm still a little bit hyped. We're going to get limited again. We got limited before. Then I don't know if you guys know the history. Prizepicks was sued by New York State. Now they're back. They must have figured it out. But if you bet $5, you get $50 with code FFAPE, and you can lock in all of these plays. That's where we have built them out on. ONYX Odds is a great sportsbook option. You get $15 for signing up for absolutely free. And when you deposit only $10, you get $100 in bonus bets as well. And then there's also Dabble, code FFAPE, free $10. Tons of ways for you to lock in these plays without really coming out of pocket at all. And when you do, you get a free 30 days of premium so that you can get the Super Bowl plays. You'll get into March Madness. Don't forget, I know some of you guys have short vision in this game, but March Madness is going to be absolutely bananas. So get on over there, use a code, get into premium for free, and come cash out with us, because we have been doing tremendous over in premium. But one thing we have to say before we go any further to appease the YouTube gods: gambling involves significant risk. There are no guarantees of profit, and you could lose some or all of your money. The content in this video is for informational, entertainment, and educational purposes only. It does not constitute financial or legal advice. Past performance is not indicative of future results. We are not responsible for any losses that may occur as a result of using the information provided here. Viewers must be 18 or older or legal age in their jurisdiction to gamble. If you have a gambling problem, please seek help. Responsible gambling resources are down below, to include 1-800-GAMBLER in the United States. This video does contain affiliate links. We do receive a commission from those signups. They're all right there in front of you where you can lock these plays in for free. So make sure you're taking advantage of all of those great promos before they go away, because they are always the best this time of year with the NFL in full effect. So we got the Super Bowl on Sunday. After that, they're probably going to turn these down quite a bit. Instead of getting a free $20, you might just get the $100 deposit match. Instead of betting 5 and getting 50, you might only get like $25. So take advantage now before they run out. And on the premium side of things, quick recap. We're not going heavy right now because, like I said in yesterday's video, the NBA is in a bit of a crazy spot, right? We just had all those trades. It's right before the All-Star break. Some teams are going to be making a push. Others won't be. Starters are going to be getting benched. People are going to be taking rest days. So we're picking our spots perfectly, and that's exactly what we did on Friday. We had the Celtics on the money line. A little bit worrisome early in the game, but they ended up pulling it out. Nice 98-96 victory against the Heat on that one. And we had that in college basketball, Murray State plus 7.5, perfectly crafted. Nice minus 119 winner there. We turned $1,000 into $1,800. Now, on the player prop side of things, we did falter only because we hit every single leg except for Cade Cunningham. The Detroit Pistons, the Knicks, everybody was on the bench. I think the only starter out there was Jalen Brunson. Cade Cunningham had 11 points. The starters barely did anything at all in that game. They didn't have to. They won by over 30. So that one did fail. But we're going light right now. We're getting our feet wet in Prizepicks again. We're building these out. Trust me, in about a month, we're going to be back here on the channel, and we're going to be limited because that is just what we do over there. And then on the free play as well, we had a great showing. We went 3 for 4. That is why I'm giving you guys so much in this video. 7 different plays, a 3-man and a 4-man, because we got hooked. I called everything just about perfectly. I told you that the Pelicans were going to keep it close, even though they were heavy underdogs in this game, and they did just that, winning the game in that spot there. Anthony Edwards had to perform. He got over 30 points for us. Jaden McDaniels just couldn't get it going in the assist department. It was even a goblin play, but he only got 2 on the night, so we missed that one by 1. We got hooked. Nikola Vucevic, he did not start. He was a bit on a minute restriction, like we said in yesterday's video, but he cleared this line of 9.5. I absolutely love that one. And then Jaylen Brown, he got it done for us as well. So 3 for 4 on that one. And then we're not even going to talk about the Knicks pick, because if I recorded this video in the morning instead of the night before, it would have been the Pistons. So that is my apology. Sometime that's going to happen with these video plays because I have to record these so early and I can't fully read the game. So just another reason to get over to Winible so you can get all of the best data when it gets closer to game time. Sometimes, though, most of the time, though, we are ahead of the curve and we get great line value. It's happened a ton of times on the channel, so do not get weary or get scared to lock in these plays. We hit more times than we don't. Now, let's get into the player props. Perfectly crafted. I absolutely love these plays. Let's talk about them. Let's break them down and let's get into it. The first play we're going to be breaking down is the 4-man. It's a nice little single game parlay, 4-man correlated pairings. Now, I know that was a big thing, but it's basically just one game. We got 4 guys and they all feed into one another. And we're starting this one off with Dyson Daniels. We're going to take him for over 5.5 assists. He's an assist machine. We love taking him right at the 6 mark all the time. He's constantly clearing for us. We pick our spots with him because he doesn't do it all the time, but he does do it more times than not. And as you can see here, he's done it in 7 of his last 10. He's averaging 6.6 over that 10-game span as well. And he gets a great matchup going up against Charlotte. They are 21st in the NBA in assists allowed. And Dyson Daniels is just an assist machine on the Atlanta Hawks, who made some very, very good trades at the trade deadline here. And as you can see, breaking it down a little bit further there, the shooting guard position has had some good success. I mean, the last 2 games, there are some red X's there against Dylan Harper and Josh Okogie. But other than that, everybody else has greened out. And not a lot of these guys are as good at dishing the ball as Dyson Daniels. I absolutely love what I'm seeing here from him. And I think he's got some great talent to dish the ball too. I also really like the head-to-head data, 3 games in a row. So 2 of the games being this season, he has cleared this line. I told you 6 is his magic number, and I think he's going to get that once again on Saturday. So we're taking him for over 5.5 assists here in this perfect spot for him against the Charlotte Hornets. And we're pairing him up with Jalen Johnson of the Hornets, over 20.5 points. He has done this in 6 of his last 10 games. Now, the Hornets are a pretty good defense. I mean, they rank 11th in the NBA in points allowed. They've been playing very, very well. Both of these teams have really as of late. I like what I'm seeing out of both of them. The under-over in this game is one of the higher under-overs on the night. It is 233.5, and I absolutely love that for us in this prop. So that is another reason we are looking into it. It's actually 231.5. My apologies, but it's still one of the highest ones on the night. I love to target that. If you guys want to build your own plays out in the player prop department, that is a great starting point. Go to the games, go to FanDuel, especially if you're trying to beat Prizepicks. I want everybody watching, whether you pay me or not, to get limited with us. So if you go over to FanDuel, you just drive in to see some of the under-over totals that they got, and you will see the games where, quite frankly, they're supposed to score more points. So that is one reason why we love this. Another reason, 6 of his last 10, averaging 22.5 in that span. I honestly like him right at that 22 mark on Saturday. I think he's going to have a good game. He's been a great contributor as of late as well, and he's just been clearing, as you can see here, 6 of his last 10 head-to-head. As you can also see here, both games this season, he did go over those lines, and Dyson Daniels went over his props as well. So we love that. It's great correlation for us. I don't think he's going to get 43, but I do like him for 22 to 26 in this one. I think it's going to be a nice tight game. I love this matchup for us for Saturday, one of the better ones on the day. And we just absolutely love Jalen Johnson in this spot. Small forward position, if you drill down, they are a little bit better at guarding that small forward position, but it hasn't mattered this season so far. Don't think it's going to matter again on Saturday. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to correlate Dyson Daniels here with Jalen Johnson over 20.5 points. I mean, that's our first correlated pairing on this four-man. Next, we have Constitute. I love this young man. He has been playing insane this year. Super underrated coming out of the draft. Everybody was kind of making fun of him, and he has been performing above the standard here. And we're taking him for a simple 15.5 points. I think he gets well over this number, if I'm being honest, but I like this line for him. The defense he's going up against, the Atlanta Hawks, 24th in the NBA in that points allowed. Now, Kobe White, he just got traded to the Hornets, but he is banged up, will not be in, so we don't have to worry about that one. Brandon Miller, we took him the other day. The dude didn't do anything at all. I think he's going to have a little bit of a bounce back if you want to look at some of his lines. LaMelo Ball as well is a great contributor for this offense, but I just love Constitute in this spot. He's averaging that 17.4. He's done it in only 5 of his last 10, but he's done it 100% of the time in his career in the NBA, quite frankly. He's gotten 28 in both of those games. I like him for over 20 in this matchup. So if you don't want to knock this one down at all, don't. But I think it's perfectly crafted the way we've built it, where we're taking him for over 15.5 points here on Saturday. Once again, just a high under-over total. There's just so much going into this one. I love Constitute to get it done for us on Saturday. And we're pairing him up with LaMelo Ball, but this one's actually a demon play. We're increasing his line. It's set at 7.5. You could go even 6.5 if you wanted to take something safer, but I love it right here. This is what's going to get this play up to an 8.25x payout here on this four-man, and I like him to get 10 assists in this matchup. We're taking 8.5, calling it a day. He is an assist machine, as you guys all know, point guard. He's just been playing out of his mind. Whenever we take him, he seems to get it done for us. He's only done this in 2 of his last 10. In his last 10 games, he's only averaging 6.9, which why I'm saying if you want to take 5.5 or 6.5, go on ahead, knock it down if you want to play it safe. But I love him for 8.5. I think he gets 10 assists in this matchup. Head-to-head data is there as well. He's gotten 9 and 13. He got 13 back in December, the last time that they played. I absolutely love this for us. I love LaMelo Ball on Saturday. This might be one of my favorite player props. If you're locking this in on like a sports book and you want to take him for 10 assists straight up for some plus money, go on ahead and do so. It's fully worth the risk. Now, as you can see, the Atlanta Hawks, 21st in the NBA, 22nd to that point guard position. We break it down a little bit further. Isaiah Collier, Davion Mitchell, 11 and 10. They've been very susceptible to the assist line. I know that 11's an X, but that's still well above what we're looking at here for LaMelo Ball. And he's just one of the best in the NBA, in my opinion, at dishing the rock. So we love him on Saturday. This plays an 8.25x over on Prizepicks. Remember, bet $5, get $50 with code FFAPE in that free 30 days. You'll also get a free Drake May square for all of your Super Bowl plays, where all he needs is 1 passing yard. Now we're not done. We got a 3-man. We got cooked up We're locking this one in on Prizepicks for a nice 6x payout. A little bit safer. There's one line at the end there that I'll go over with. Has a little risk to it, but I love the way that this three-man's built. So let's talk about the next three-man. Let's go over it and let's break it down. All right, starting off here in this Houston Rockets Oklahoma City game. We love this matchup, and we love Alperen Sengun to get over 8.5 rebounds. I honestly like him for about 9 to 10 in this matchup. So right where this line is set, I absolutely love it. There's no way. I mean, let's stop for a second. Let's break this down. Isaiah Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren are not going to be stopping Alperen Sengun on the boards. Hartenstein will probably still get his. Holmgren will probably still get his, but Sengun is going to be dominant on the boards on Saturday. I love this matchup for us. They're 24th in the NBA in rebounds allowed, 21st to that center position. He is a great big man. Look at all these numbers. He's averaging 10.2 in his last 10 games, 8 of his last 10, and he's done, what's this, 7 in a row. We're going for number 8 here on Saturday. Head-to-head data is fantastic as well. He's gotten 11 and 13 this season. So just back there in January, he got 13. I like him for at least 10. Again, if you want to bump this one up, go on ahead. I like the 6x payout, but if you wanted to take 9.5, 10.5 in this matchup, I would not be mad at you at all if you wanted to roll the dice a little bit, because this man is going to have a game on Saturday. I love what I'm seeing out of him. He has been on absolute fire on the boards. And as you can see here, the last 2 games, 14 and 15. Now, granted, 2 good centers on the Spurs. Great matchup. They're like the Achilles heel or the kryptonite of the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Spurs just have them figured out. So there's no surprise there that they both, Victor Wembanyama and Luke Cornett, cleared their rebounding lines. Then you do have Rudy Gobert. He's an absolute beast on the boards as well with 11. Nikola Jokic only got 7, but that's still not too bad. Naz Reid, 7 as well. I just think Alperen Sengun, he's been crashing the boards like crazy. I think he's probably going to get, like I said, 10 or more in this matchup. We love this line at 8.5, so we're taking it all day long. Give me Sengun over 8.5 rebounds. And next, in the highest over-under total on the entire slate, 236.5, we got the Utah Jazz going down to Orlando and playing the Orlando Magic. And I like the Jazz in this one. They're 8.5-point underdogs. I think they keep it close. This Jazz team has been an afterthought on everybody's mind all season, but they have been quietly performing, and Keontae George has an exceptional matchup here against the Magic. We're taking him right where this line sits, over 21.5 points. He's gotten this in 7 of his last 10. He's averaging 26.3 in that 10-game span as well. Now, head-to-head, as you can see here, back in December, he dropped 27 on their heads. That 12 is from last season. We don't give a piss about last season. Sorry, guys. When I said we don't give a piss, it reminded me of that Roll Tide Willie guy. We don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. But no, we don't give a piss about last season. We care about this season. 27 points against Orlando Magic in a tight matchup. I think this is exactly what's going to happen once again on Saturday. I know that they're heavier underdogs, but the under-over total is beautiful. Keontae George's matchup is beautiful. Now, overall, the Magic rank 15th in the NBA, but 21st to that point guard position. I just think he's going to have a day. We love that he got 27th in that last matchup. And as you can see here, last 2, really 3 games, SGA got 20, Nolan Traore got 21, Igor Demon. I'm bad at names, and they just gave me like 2 of the hardest names in the NBA. What the frick are those? But either way, those 2 guys got 26 and 21, having great showings. SGA, absolute stud, only got 20. His over-under was 32.5, so take that one with a grain of salt. But I just think that the Jazz are going to keep this game close, whether they win or lose. And Keontae George, the point guard that thrives in this spot against this team, is going to overperform his projection. So we're taking him over 21.5. I like him for about 25 to 26 points in this game. So don't be surprised if he goes well over this number. We love Keontae George here on Saturday, over 21.5 points. And now the last leg on our 3-man, Nikola Jokic. Do I think he goes over this line? I do. Is there a little bit of risk with this one? There is. I like him for over 34.5 points and assists, though. That's why we're taking him here. Going up against the Chicago Bulls, this is the only risk, because the Chicago Bulls just traded away their whole team. They got a bunch of second-round picks for all of their players. They don't have just about anybody left. The spread, though, is still only 5.5 points, and the Bulls are actually favorited. Or not favorited, sorry. It's 5.5 points. They're underdogs, but the 5.5 is the favorited portion on the sports books. Sorry if I'm not saying that right, but it makes sense. Trust me. So I do think that this could be a closer game than a lot of us think it will be. And the over-under is still very, very good. It's 231.5, which is one of the higher ones on the day. Again, these are three of the games with the higher over-under totals, and we absolutely love to pinpoint those games. And I just think Jokic, he's going to get a little bit of revenge here, right? They have gone up against the Bulls as of late, and they haven't won the game. He's done this in 5 of his last 10 games. He's averaging 37.4, so everything's gravy on that point. The Bulls don't have anybody left. They don't have Vucevic down low to stop Nikola Jokic. They just don't have much talent on the team. I'm kind of shocked that when I just went to the sportsbook that they're only 5.5 point favorites. They're probably going to win by more than that just because the Bulls don't have any pieces. So that is the risk. There's blowout risk in this. I don't care what the sportsbooks say. There is blowout risks. Maybe not as much as I foresee, but that's the only risk is the minute restrictions. But I still think he gets over this line. I like him for over 40 in this matchup. As you can see here, head-to-head, he's done it in both games, 47 and 49. But those games were close. They lost both of those, 129 to 121 and 130 to 127. This might be a spot where, you know how I just said this, you can tell I'm still sick, guys. I'm starting to lose my voice. You can still tell that the Spurs are the kryptonite for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Bulls, weirdly enough, might be a kryptonite for the Denver Nuggets. Jokic was healthy in those games. He performed in those games, and they still lost. Now, I still hold what I'm saying is true. They don't have the talent anymore to stick around with the Nuggets. I'm a Bulls fan. Chicago is my second city in sports. I'm a New York fan at everything. Chicago's my second city. I don't know if you guys do that, but I do that sometimes as a New York fan, especially with the Giants. You got to have a team to root for. My team this year was the Bears. Irregardless of all of that, the Bulls have just let me down all season long. Every time I actually do bet on them to win, they don't. Every time I bet on them to lose, they do. So I don't think that Bulls are going to win this game by any means. I think that the Nuggets are going to get their revenge, but I don't think they pull their starters. I think it's going to be close enough, and that's exactly why I'm taking this one. I think they probably cover that 5.5 spread. I don't think it'll be that close, but I do think Jokic is going to get over his projections on this one. 34.5 is super low. When he's averaging in the 40s, he's gotten 48 as an average against the Bulls this season. Points allowed, 25th in the NBA. Assists allowed, 24th in the NBA. I just love everything I'm seeing. Yes, there's a little bit of risk just in case it blowouts more than anybody has projected, kind of like a 30-point blowout. But the books like him for 5.5. So maybe it will be closer than I think it will be. They're only minus 215 favorites. Either way, this one, I don't care what the books say. Once again, this one's a little bit risky just because they could pull the starters, right? But we got to roll the dice. I think if they don't pull the starters, he's getting well over 40. I love him in this spot. I think they're going to be going for a little bit of revenge here too. So even if they do pull far ahead, they could keep the starters in just because they've dropped 2 in a row to the Chicago Bulls. So we like Nikola Jokic here over 34.5, and that is the final leg of the 3-man. Now let's get on over to the sportsbook and see exactly what we're taking there and see if and when we win, one of you will get all the profits from that play. Now you can lock in this play for absolutely free over on ONYX Odds, and we're going for the throat on Saturday. ONYX Odds, code FFAPE, free $15, and when you deposit 10, you get that $100 in bonus bets. But yeah, like I said, we're going for throats. I'm going for a plus 333, one of my favorite plays in each single category here. We got the Denver Nuggets. I just explained why I think they're actually going to win by way more than 5.5. If you wanted to take that spread straight up, go ahead. But we're taking the Nuggets on the road there in Chicago. They just traded away too many pieces. And then Kentucky, the unranked team, going up against Tennessee, the 25th ranked team. And this one's just a rat line. I think Kentucky's also the better team. So we're taking them on the money line there. And then in the UFC Fight Night on the main event, a 5-round fight, we're taking Mario Batista. Oliveira, he's wiry, he's unorthodox, and I think he's going to gas himself out. I don't see him being able to use his fighting style for all 5 rounds. Mario Batista has the cardio. He's got the the know-how. He is just an absolute stud. These are two extremely up-and-coming, surging bantamweights. I think Batista has high volume, his constant work rate. I just don't think that he is going to get beat by Oliveira. I think he's going to end up gassing himself out, and Batista is extremely durable, like technical grappler. He's on an 8-fight win streak as well. So I love him in this matchup versus Oliveira. So that is the play. Plus 333 on Saturday. Send it to the bank. That means we're going big on this one, boys. $100 on that play. One of you, if this play hits, will get $333. Just from liking the video and commenting below. 100 likes and that money is yours. So make sure you're smashing that like button. That's all I got for you. The next video is going to be huge. We got the Super Bowl. I got tons of plays. I'm probably going to break down 3 to 4 different plays. I might just give you guys so many player props and perfectly craft them for you right here on the channel. Probably going to do 3 different 4-man, something like that. I got a lot in store for you guys. So make sure you're back here for the big game and we'll take care of you. That's all I got. My voice is going. I'm tired. I'm sick. I'll see you guys in the next.